It's Austin, welcome to your third Roblox scripting tutorial. I meant to post this actually a couple days ago, but I've had family over a lot. I've been sick, so that sucks, but I'm getting to it now because I have time. So you may notice that I'm not using Bandicam anymore. That's because my good friend Apexatrax on Roblox, he showed me this really cool screen recording software called OBS. I forgot what that stands for, but it's great because there's no watermark. You can record for however long you want instead of 10 minutes like Bandicam. Video quality is great. I definitely recommend it. So today we're going to learn about a vital part of scripting called conditional statements. So as the name implies, conditional statements allow your script to perform specific actions when certain conditions are met that you set in your conditional statement. If this sounds hard at all or scary, whatever, don't worry because it's actually really easy. Personally, I find them easy to understand because they're everyday words that we use. There are a few different types of conditional statements and different types of operators you'll have to use, not have to use, but you'll see what I mean, that you'll use to meet them, the conditions you set. I probably went over this before, but I'll go over it again, because you're probably going to need to know these. Well, you will need to know these for conditional statements. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not nil, that little funny little squiggly thing. I'm going to first explain the different types of conditional statements. There's if, else, and else if. The operators that I mentioned earlier are and or. I'll show you what these all mean in just a second. There we go. A equals 2, B equals 2. We're going to open the output and then say print A. No. If A equals 2 and B equals 2, we need to put a then on the end of our if statement. That's always a must, because if this is true, then do whatever you code here. So since A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 2, then we're going to print A plus B. And remember, when you're comparing two things in coding, then you're going to need to use two equal signs rather than declaring a variable or something, whereas you don't use one equal sign as a little red line. See this test. I'm just going to print 4 because this is true. So if this is true, then it'll print A and B. We already did that. So we're going to say else, meaning if that's not true, we're going to do something else. We're going to print fail. Ugh. Okay. To make this false, we're going to say B equals 3. See, we failed. Our math failed. Now we're going to replace this with an else if statement, which needs another end. Or not. No, we need to add a then onto it. Else if then print. No, what is this? Else if B equals 3, then do. Yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. Then do print win. See, we got a win because our backup if statement was true. On an if statement you put a then, but on an else if statement you put then do. That EOF means end of function, which means we didn't really complete the statement, so that end is invalid. Yeah. So I didn't go into and or much. So, I mean, you know what they mean in the English language. You know, and is a conjunction of two things, and or means one or the other, sort of. Now we're going to replace this and with an or. We're going to say if A equals 2 or B equals 2, then print A plus B, but B is not equal to... Okay, yeah, we'll leave it like that. And see what it does in the output. 5. We printed A plus B because our math was actually correct here. Yay us. So, you saw how that worked, I guess. Put something in the comments if you need me to explain it further. Now I'm going to show you how to use the output to monitor errors. I'm not going to go very in-depth with this right now because these are hardly even scripts, it's just simple little example code. But I'm going to give you a basic concept of how to use the output right here to monitor errors and debug your scripts. Okay, we're going to do something wrong here and take off an equal sign right here and right here. See what it does. Workspace script 14, then expected near equals. So we're gonna look at what's wrong. This is whatever service. I think workspace is a service. I'm pretty sure these are all services, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. The first little thingy here is what service that the script is in. I'm pretty sure it doesn't show the entire hierarchy. Like if this was in baseplate, I don't think it would say workspace.baseplate. Fuck. Then Roblox Studio crashed on me when I was trying to explain something about the output. I was moving the script to the baseplate to explain that I was explaining how to monitor errors, and right here is workspace. Okay, I was right, it does show the entire hierarchy. When an output looks for an error in the script, it will go to the highest parent it can, and then so on until it reaches the child of the script. Now we see it goes from workspace to the brick baseplate right here, big old baseplate, then to the script. Now that colon and the number 15, that means the 15th line of the script. If it said :9, which there's no reason why it would, but if it said :9 or any other number, it would mean that line of the script. There was some sort of error there. So in our error, it says then expected near equals on the 15th line. Okay, so our error, there was a then expected near equals. Now this errored because I took off one equal sign from here just to demonstrate how the error monitor works. But if we put it back on, it'll run correctly again. Oops. Yeah, that was just to demonstrate how it would work. I guess I covered everything by now. If you have any more questions, just hit me up in the comments or on Roblox, private message. Yeah, like the video if you learned something, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching.